It is easy these days to go to YouTube and to see videos about the prisons in El Salvador. They house some of the most feared criminals in the country, gang leaders and members alike. News outlets report on their living conditions, and some want to cry out about their human rights. However, their crimes have ripped the hearts out of the parents as they have seen their little ones forced into gangs or cut down in violence. Children left as orphans as parents have been murdered. Business owners forced out of business due to the continued extortion. They have over the years terrorized the people of El Salvador. Recently, I've been in a few of these prisons, not to inspect their living conditions, not to post a new video about challenges they face, but to reveal to all the power, mercy, and love of God. The Bible tells us, "He shall regard the prayer of the destitute and not despise their prayer. For he looked down from the height of his sanctuary. From heaven the Lord viewed the earth, to hear the groaning of the prisoner, to loosen those that are appointed to death." Yes, friends, God hears the heart cry of even those prisoners. Jesus would hear their heart cry out. Jesus came to set these captives free, not necessarily to set these particular prisoners free from the consequences they face, but to set them free from the spiritual bondage of Satan, sin, and self. In some cases, even to set them free from possession and the oppression of the enemy. See, friends, Satan has deceived and manipulated and led many of these people into sin. He now torments them as they sit there in a hopeless condition, facing life in prison, separated from family, looked upon with scorn as the scum of the earth, lost and forgotten, but not by God. We would read in the book of Isaiah, "Can a woman forget her nursing child and not have compassion on the son of her womb? Surely they may forget, yet God says, I will not forget you. See, I have inscribed you on the palms of my hands." Recently, as I've been reading through the book of Acts, I noticed there's a couple accounts where Jesus would send an angel into prison to instruct his servants and then set them free. I remember in the darkest hour of my life, God sent an angel to bring me light and hope from heaven. I would experience the amazing grace and mercy of a Creator that I had never met before. Now, more than 20 years later, I would experience this anew, with a deeper revelation of the mercy and love of God, as he would send another angel that excels in strength to touch the heart of a person that held the key to a prison known as Alcatraz. As I walked in there to tell these men of a Savior who lived and died for them, who paid their debt for the wages of their sins, and was offering them forgiveness and a new heart, I could see hope spring up. I explained to them their consequences may never change, but they could make peace with God. They could ask for his forgiveness. They could receive a new heart. He would give them his spirit to do that which is right, as he promised in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36, verses 26 and 27. I love the picture the psalmist paints with the words revealed in Psalms 86:5. He says, "For you, Lord, are good and ready to forgive, and abundant in mercy to all those that call upon you." We left some of my books, A Drop of Grace, The Great Controversy, and Steps to Christ, to be handed out. I'll be going back again in a few weeks. Please keep this mission outreach in your prayers and subscribe to receive our next report on this outreach and more. You can watch a video about my life story by clicking the link below, or get a copy of my book at dropofgrace.org. I want to thank you, friends, for partnering with us, that the God of heaven again will look down from the height of his sanctuary to set these prisoners free.